Hi, I am Sing Sing. Today we will share about timber pile. I will give a brief introduction to timber pile. So what is timber pile made of? Timber pile are made of tree trunks with the branches and bark removed. Then it will become the timber pile. So how does timber pile being installed? They are installed by driving it into the soil at selected depth. Piles are driven with the help of pile driving machine in which a drop hammer delivers blows on the pile head. To prevent the pile head from booming, an iron ring about 25 mm less in diameter than the pile head is provided at the pile top. Care should be taken to prevent damage to the pile. The size of the pile is determined by the load capacity, type of soil encountered, and the building code. So what is the shape of timber pile? Generally, timber pile made in the circular shape or square shape in cross-section. Timber pile will also have longer lifespan if they are not subjected to alternate drying and wetting.
I'm Yongyi. Now I will talk about the function of timber pile. The first function of timber pile is to control the settlement, which can be accompanied by surface foundation. Next is to increase the factor of safety for heavy loads building. It is also to transmit the building loads to the foundation and the ground soil layers, whether these loads vertical or inclined. The other function is to enable the scope of construction in very low bearing capacity soils. Other than that, it is also to resist vertical, lateral, and uplift load. The lateral load are live loads whose main component is a horizontal force acting on the structure. Uplift force is the loads that act vertically, which is wind, snow, dead, and live loads, while the vertical loads is the force called the force of friction.
My name is Kaishan. Now I'm going to talk about the advantages of timber pile. The advantages of timber pile include great saving in time, economical, and also it can be handled easily. First, timber pile is easier to install due to lighter nature of material compared to concrete or precast pile. It doesn't need a great deal of equipment. The nature of timber pile makes this process both incredible fast as well as extremely successful. Very often, this will allow for faster overall construction which result a great saving in time. Next, economical. Of all the different materials available for driven piles, timber is among the cheapest. Since timber piles are able to put into ground in a faster manner than driven pile made of other materials, the time spent on construction is reduced. Thus, it can save money on the cost of construction, and also it might help to save some money in other ways too. Since it cannot always be used in the construction of heavier facilities that require the support of more solid materials, timbers tend to be more affordable compared to others. Moreover, why is timber pile said to be handled easily? The excess of timber pile land can be easily removed. Also, they do not require heavy machinery or other technical supervision. They can be cut into any desired length after they are driven. They can be pulled easy in the event of removal if it is necessary. There are some disadvantages we have found from our research. They are low bearing capacity, easily be damaged, will be deteriorated, and difficult to splice. First, low bearing capacity. Timber pile can only shoulder light load. It cannot shoulder heavy load because it is easily broken and cracked. It can be easily damaged as it is difficult to drive into hard formations. Next, easily be damaged. Timber pile will rot above the groundwater level. It must be cut off below the permanent groundwater level to prevent them from decay, and thus if the water table of a site is at a greater depth, extra cost of excavation is needed to provide the pile cap, which may render the choice of uneconomical. Timber piles cannot be driven in field up ground without injury, and as such they cannot be recommended for such site if the woods used are hewing and compass. and if it is coated with water, it will be easily damaged and become moldy. Next, will be deteriorated. They are liable to decay or deteriorated by still water or insect. Timber pulp might be attacked by marine boar in salt water. Lastly, difficult to splice. Timber pulps are difficult to splice them up to increase their length. It is hard to obtain pulps that are sufficient long and straight for some projections.
Hi, my name is Wani. I'm going to discuss about the problems occurred during construction of timber piles. There are a total of 6 problems that is being discovered during my research, which goes to the first one, high resistance, whereby when high resistance is being encountered and driving is still not being stopped, it can cause splitting to the timber. Overdriving timber can cause in result of splitting, crushing, and sharing of pile, which can be detected by sudden reduction in penetration resistance. Not only that, the third one will be overstressing timber piles. When timber piles are being overstressed by hammer, it can cause split at the pile toe. Next, softwood are not suitable to be driven by diesel hammers. The fifth one will be pile must be bended properly. If pile is not being bended properly and tightly during insertion, timber splitting will happen. Lastly, timber piles can be used as end-bearing piles, but when care is not being taken properly, pile can damage during insertion. The damages that can happen in end-bearing piles are bowing of the body pile and brooming of the driving end. The second one will be brooming of the pile cap, the third one will be splitting of the tip, the fourth one will be breaking of the pile.
Hi, I'm Manyi. As mentioned earlier, if the timber piles are not being cared well, most of the effect that will happen will be splitting of the timber. To avoid some of this problem, protective attachments at the top and bottom of the pile can be used. To protect the top of the timber piles, a metal band or cap may be used. When the subsoil water level is high, the pile could be cut off at the top. Below this stage, a concrete pile cap is as displayed. The purpose of it is to protect the pile from decay. However, for protections of bottom of the timber piles, a mouse steel hook may be used at the head. Besides, a metal boot or point can be used at pile tip. It is a pointed or rounded device on the foot of timber or concrete pile to protect the pile while driving. As for metal boot, it covers the entire pile tip without the need of trimming the pile tip. However, metal points require minor trimming of the pile tip. And this is how does it look like when the metal boot or point attached to the timber pile. Next is the preparations of the timber piles. Before the timber piles are being driven into the ground, the piles are often treated with Poison or heavy oil of tar. The reason of it is that timber piles are likely to attack by various wood-boring worms that will penetrate the pile and destroy ordinary timber in from 3 to 5 years.
I'm Ja'er, and here is the process of installation of timber pile. Piles can be driven, augered, or jetted into place. Piles are driven with the help of pile driving machine, in which drop hammers delivers blows on the pile head. The installation method will vary with soil conditions, bearing requirements, equipment available, and local practice. One common method is to initially jet the pile to a few feet short of required penetration, then complete the installation by driving with a drop hammer. Here is an example video of installing timber pile by using Vulcan hammer. The marking on timber pile indicates the depth that has been driven into the soil. Brooming of pile head is prevented by providing an iron ring of less than 25 mm in diameter than the pile head at the pile top.